Sometimes technology is not sexy. For those that know me, I'm pretty animated, but this is a tough room. And so for those that know, finance or legal, you're going to be excited. For those that don't, just bear with me, and you're probably going to hear a lot of womp, 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 womp. Okay. Well, thank you for attending our presentation on content financials. I hope you walk away with knowing what is content financials, why is it important in our industry today, how it integrates within SAP, technology, and other tools that are being used today, and who is InvenioLSI. So 23 years ago, when I started in this industry, the two top-selling VHS titles at retail, yes, I said VHS and retail, were Overboard and Roadhouse. Back then, if a theatrical release didn't do well at the box office, it had an opportunity to make up for its lost revenue at the home entertainment window. Today, the streaming industry has taken over, and it's all about subscribers, which requires that both quality and quantity are in line. Technology has always been the enabler of our industry across various business units. But when it comes to upstream, the greenlighting phase, they've pretty much been insulated from technology. Managing costs is more important today than it ever was, and content financials is addressing that business problem. So content financials is part of SAP's S/4HANA digital value chain. SAP has done a phenomenal job of incorporating its business partners and their solutions, certifying that they work well within SAP technology. And content financials is one of those tools that has delivered value throughout the content lifecycle. These are the 7 apps that make up content financial. Today, the workflows that manage these processes and these workflows are managed by separate systems that require manual input, and that is a flaw when it comes to scaling. The tools used today in finance, budgeting, and production accounting are in dire need of advancement and integration because they're antiquated, single purpose, not easily accessible, and really can't keep up with today's industry. Content financials is designed for the media and entertainment space. It's a workflow automation tool that runs on SAP technology. So any studio that is on SAP today or is considering SAP, content financials will streamline your content financial supply chain. So this also reflects the integrations with rights and royalties management tools and the industry standard of IDER. It all starts with the concept approval form, the Greenlight phase during ideation. It's designed for a creative to document and create a record with all the necessary attributes needed to approve or reject a concept. So it holds attributes like cost estimates, above-the-line talent, genre, your target audience, description, is it an acquisition or is it co-financed or in-house production? Rights and royalties will be checking for comps and comparables and any cost estimates. IDER, which is the reference ID, we'll see if it's an existing title or a new title. SAP modules that will be impacted will be the product master, which is the MPM, the media product master, which generates a unique ID. The financial assets module will be checking to see if it's a prequel or a sequel or a subsequent season, and that will create a baseline cost estimate. Now, for the approval. This is at the heart of content financials. It pulls in all the information from the concept approval form, and it also includes contractual details, production costs, the vendors and the talent along with their milestones, tax and their periods. This is really a budget approval process, which now offers an opportunity for all the stakeholders like marketing and operations to either create, change, or reject any pertinent information that is in their respective areas. In SAP, the planned costs will be at the project level, and that's where it will reside during production. And the business partners are the talent and the vendors. The cost center will be the business units that will be incurring the cost or bearing the cost. And back to the product, the MPM will now create a hierarchy for any of the episodes or seasons or prequels or sequels, if necessary. In purchasing, it'll create a purchase order for the talent, for the vendors, and the milestones for future payment. Financial assets, it'll be under construction during the process, so work in progress, right? And once it's completed, it'll now move that asset onto the books. Now we go to production. As milestones are being reached, the service entry, it will automatically generate invoices for the vendors and the talent, removing any manual entry. The schedule will have the chart of accounts where things will be expensed appropriately. The purchase orders will be based off of contract actual costs. Rights and royalties will confirm the services and will settle the value, and the rights will be built, and the clearing and the licensing will be settled. Inventory will now be actual versus forecast. ITER will now make the relationship between the ID and the object. Now we move to post-production. And this is an automated process. Well, now the asset will be released. Rights and royalties now starts to run along with ITER, given that it's now integrated with the MPM and the rights and royalties tools. SAP's general ledger will create a bucket recognizing that asset holding its value. And now we move to distribution. Distribution is the second heart of content financials as it's amortized. There are over 200 different variations to choose from, and these is great options for organizations that have complexities or offer flexibilities or nuances that require to manage their business as they depreciate that asset. Our key differentiators for content financials are listed here. But one in particular that's not, because it came up just the other day as I was talking to the head of finance of one of the largest streaming companies here in Los Angeles, and it's also one of the oldest large studios. He said to me, this tool is aligned the processes between the planners, finance, and legal. This is no small task, and those of you that are in the know that that is an accurate statement, because aligning those individuals that are responsible for greenlighting and budgeting, it's a heavy lift. So here I'm showing you SAP's media ecosystem. There's a variety of products and services to choose from. What I find amazing is that SAP is the financial system of record in media today. And this tool is not even used to its capacity. In my 23 years here in this industry, I dare say that any studio using SAP is like owning a Lexus just to play the radio. So it's a missed opportunity, but they have this asset at hand. This is my background. I've either worked or consulted for any one of these organizations in my time. I've held executive positions, I've done strategy and transformation, data analytics, strategic roadmaps. So when InvenioLSI asked me to join their organization, I was looking to see what they had as a key differentiator. Content financials is exactly that. No one else is capable of doing this. And it fits the need for our industry today. Who we are at InvenioLSI, it's one of the largest independent SAP consultancy partners in the industry today. We're also a gold partner with SAP, and we have specialties with media, government, universities, public transportation, and tax. So working in government and universities are very highly matrixed, disparate organizations. And for InvenioLSI to align those processes, leveraging SAP technology, is a great task and can easily help benefit this industry. Here are a list of our customers. One in particular that's not really easily be seen here is Star TV. They're in India. They're owned by Disney. They've been using content financials for over 2 years now, and they've advanced its capabilities to an amazing rate. And in that time of 2 years, they've processed over 2,000 deal memos, which cover over 60,000 television episodes, managing over 2,000 vendors at any given time. And their benefits, they've decreased their month-end closing activities, they've increased their AP activities, but more importantly, over 70% of their content production has been within budget. That definitely fits the need of our industry today. Thank you very much.